What if time travel was sold as a service? Picture this. You wake up one morning and the first thing you see on your phone is an ad for chrono travel. Visit the past and future, book now. No longer confined to the realm of science fiction, time travel has become as accessible as booking a flight or ordering a pizza. It's a service now, available for anyone with enough cash to spare, promising trips to any moment in history or even a glimpse into the future. But what would this mean for the world? How would society change, and what kind of consequences could arise from opening up time travel to the masses? Let's dive into this fascinating thought experiment and explore the world where time travel is a business. First off, let's think about the immediate reaction. Imagine how quickly time travel would take over every aspect of life. The ability to visit any point in time, whether it's walking the streets of ancient Rome, attending a pivotal historical moment, or simply peeking into the future to see if your favorite sports team wins the next championship, would become the ultimate luxury. In the early days, it would probably be a high-end service, available to the rich and powerful. Imagine celebrities and billionaires popping in and out of history, witnessing incredible moments, collecting souvenirs from the past, or even altering small events for personal gain. This would be the ultimate power trip, literally traveling through time to manipulate outcomes, witness the unwitnessable, and become a first-hand observer of history's greatest moments. But the first big question would be, how would the technology actually work? Would we simply visit the past, experiencing it in full immersion, like a super advanced VR experience? Or would we physically travel back and interact with history? If we're talking about physical travel, the implications get even more complex. Suddenly, you'd have people in the past, interacting with events, people, and places that weren't meant for them to be there. The chances of people making small, seemingly insignificant changes that could ripple through time and create unintended consequences would be enormous. Think about it. You're in ancient Egypt, and you accidentally bump into Cleopatra's royal procession, or worse, someone forgets to prevent a historical catastrophe. The butterfly effect would be a real and dangerous possibility. On the flip side, what about the future? The idea of being able to glimpse into the future, whether it's to see stock market trends, technological advancements, or even future political events, could open up a whole new world of possibilities. People would rush to see what lies ahead, looking for ways to predict their own personal success or failure. Entrepreneurs and investors could use time travel as a way to get a leg up in business, while everyday people might want to catch a sneak peek of their own lives. But would knowing the future be a blessing or a curse? What if you saw an event you weren't prepared for, like a personal tragedy or a global disaster? The ability to know the future might lead to anxiety and overthinking. Would it be healthy to constantly know what's coming next, or would it remove the excitement and mystery from life? The most immediate concern would probably be the ethical implications. Imagine the ability to change the past. If someone could go back in time and stop a tragedy, prevent an injustice, or fix a personal regret, how could we stop people from trying to alter history for selfish or malicious reasons? The potential for abuse would be staggering. What if someone decided to go back and influence a major historical event for their own personal gain? Could time travelers alter the course of wars, elections, or even social movements? If people had the ability to rewrite history, would it lead to chaos, or would it be used for good? There would likely be a scramble for laws and regulations to govern time travel. Governments would have to create rules to prevent tampering with the past, setting up agencies to monitor time travel and investigate any suspicious activity. But what about the business side of things? Time travel as a service would be a massive industry, and companies would be competing to offer the most enticing packages. The ultimate Roman holiday, a day at the Titanic, or Meet the Future You, would become common vacation packages. This industry would create jobs, drive economies, and bring about the next level of tourism, where you could literally book a trip to the past. Hotels could be built in the past with modern amenities, while resorts might pop up in future cities, offering an exclusive glimpse into tomorrow's world. But with this new booming industry, there's bound to be competition and likely an entire underground market for illicit time travel. The idea of unofficial time travel would give rise to black market tours where people would risk sneaking into forbidden periods, maybe even trying to change history for personal gain. There's no doubt that, with a service as powerful as time travel, there would be both legal and illegal ways to exploit it. Another intriguing aspect would be the environmental impact. Think about the energy required to transport people through time. Would we need vast amounts of power to create time portals or timelines? And what if, in all the excitement, we caused unforeseen damage to the space-time continuum? Could human activity, such as repeated visits to certain periods, create fractures in the timeline, leading to distortions or paradoxes? The butterfly effect could take on a whole new meaning. If a small mistake or error is made by a time traveler, could it throw the entire world into chaos? The scientific community would have to grapple with these questions as time travel became more popular. Socially, things would also shift. The idea of experiencing history firsthand, of being able to witness and interact with great moments in human civilization, would change how we view ourselves. Would we become obsessed with history, constantly revisiting the past to correct or relive our mistakes? Or would we get so consumed by the future that we forget to live in the present? In some ways, time travel might remove our appreciation for the here and now. Instead of living life as it unfolds, we'd be tempted to fast forward or rewind, trying to control our destinies. The concept of living in the moment might fade away as people rush to manipulate time for their benefit. So, what do you think? How would the world change if time travel was sold as a service? Would it enhance our lives, or would it open up a Pandora's box of unintended consequences? Could we handle the responsibility of such power, or would we lose ourselves in the endless possibilities? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more what if scenarios here at What If Factory. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep imagining, and always ask, what if?